But think about the children. Okay, let's think about the children. YouTube will be rolling out an update on August 13th, 2025 that will determine whether or not an account is being used by an adult or a child based on an AI looking at what you watch, what you search up, and how long you've had the account. To prove you are an adult, you will need to submit sensitive information such as government ID, credit card, or a picture of yourself. They say they do this to protect children and teens, but let's think about this. First off, the way an account will be determined to be an adult or not is based on stereotypes. This will fail for many reasons. Lots of adults watch content that may be geared towards a younger audience because they can and they want to. And a lot of teens may watch things that are geared at an adult audience because they have a higher maturity level or just different interests from their peers. With this way of determining things, a lot of people are going to be wrongly flagged as children. Second thing, this does not protect children at all. YouTube is going to end up pushing younger audiences to watch more mature content because they don't want their account restricted. And generalizing teens is a slippery slope in general because the diversity of teens in general. Some teens may watch content that is maybe very mature for their age, and some may watch content that may be intended for a younger audience. Take My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, for example, because it comforts them. Some teens may watch both, so where do you place those people? Some teens may also be sharing an account with a little sibling who watches shows or videos for little kids on YouTube. The same is true for adults who use their accounts to put on things for kids to watch. If anything, it's a parent's job to monitor what their child is doing online and not a corporation like YouTube. It is not YouTube's place to tell people how to parent, and it is not their job to parent children who should not be on the platform in general. Third thing, this is so obviously a way for YouTube to collect our personal data. No, YouTube, I will not hand over my sensitive information because you think I'm a child. Besides, many adults do not have a government ID or a credit card for whatever reason, and many people do not want their faces anywhere online. YouTube also has a history of data breaches. What would happen if a data breach happened and millions of people's IDs or credit cards got leaked? It's something within the restrictions if YouTube determines you to be underage. They will restrict content that could be problematic if consumed in repetition. What does that mean? YouTube has had a previous conflict with users over them suppressing videos with people of color in them or videos that even use the word gay in them. What would YouTube claim to be problematic this time? Do we really trust a corporation to decide what us and our kids are allowed to watch? Fourth thing, timing. Right now, things are happening in the world. I will not name any specific circumstances, but if you've seen the news lately, you probably know what things I'm talking about. That would lead people to be wary of handing over such sensitive information about themselves to a corporation that knows what content they consume and can now link that to a person's legal name and face. Last thing I will talk about today. Parents should be responsible for monitoring what their child does online. If a parent does not have time to see everything that their child watches, then that child should not be online. Of course, there is an exception for older teens who have either parental controls or are already mature enough and have good enough understanding of what they should and should not be watching. But back to my point. Parental control is already on YouTube, and YouTube Kids exists. I know there are certain things on YouTube Kids that are not appropriate for kids, but maybe if YouTube spent a little more time actually monitoring what is on that platform and making it actually safe to use for kids, then maybe they wouldn't have to do this. But that is their own fault. YouTube is not responsible for trying to sanitize an internet that was not made for children. The internet is not safe for children, and it was never meant to be. Parents should be closely monitoring what their child does online. Thank you for listening. Stay safe out there, stay private, and make a post about your own about the situation. I know there are already a million different videos coming out about this right now, but we need to make a million more. We need to make sure everyone knows about this. Feel free to repost this video with or without credit. Just get the message out there. Make a post about this on any and every platform you have. If you have an account that you can post on any platform, whether that be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Blue Sky, make a post. Make multiple posts. Make sure the word is out there, and make sure YouTube understands that we are not going to tolerate this. It is not their job to tell us what we can and cannot watch because of their assumed perception of how old we are, what our age is. This is a complete invasion of privacy, and it needs to be stopped. Thank you for listening. Make a post of your own. Stay safe out there. Bye.